Harshin agus fáilteamh tuirasile go Speak Gaelic. Welcome to Speak Gaelic. In this episode, we'll be using some of the language we've looked at previously to allow us to describe someone's appearance. From eyes to hair, we'll learn to talk about all of our best features. And I have a lovely Gaelic saying for you that's related to that. Cha callach rí dá scatan. Literally, as alike as two herring. Cha callach rí dá scatan. As usual, some Gaelic phrases can get a bit lost in translation, but you've probably guessed that it has a similar meaning to like two peas in a pod. It's often used to describe people who have a strong family resemblance. So you could say, my brother and I are cha callach rí dá scatan. You'll find lots of phrases like that one, as well as more information about all of the language topics we've covered, including today's, online. So make sure you make good use of it. But before you go and do that, let's see what's ahead of us. Useful words and phrases to describe people.
Hi art, agus hi cool.
Calum Maclean goes in search of an age-old cure. How to talk about the languages you speak.
A Frankish acum, sir, a Bearla acum, agus, well, a Bican Gaelic acum.
And we'll meet inspirational Gaelic learner Colin Scott Mackenzie from the Isle of Leòdhais. Bhfuil sibh déisial? Are you ready? Maha, nach tá sé sin. Let's speak Gaelic. To ask what someone looks like, we say, Coinnichidh a hae callach. What does he look like? Coinnichidh a hae callach. Or, if you're asking what she looks like, Coinnichidh a hae callach. What does she look like? Coinnichidh a hae callach. And the response to that? Hae. He is. Hae. Or hae. She is. Hae. Followed by the description. There are many words to describe people, and I'll share a few here. Arsht. Tall. Arsht. Cúl. Slim. Cúl. And shin. Old. Shin. So if I were to ask, Coinnichidh a hae callach, what's she like? You could answer by saying, hae arsht agus cúl. She's tall and slim. Hae arsht agus cúl. Or if I'm asking about a male, hae arsht agus cúl. He's tall and slim. Hae arsht agus cúl. Now, one of the main ways in which we recognise people is by the colour of their hair. The Gaelic for hair is falp. Falp. To describe someone's hair, you say that the colour of their hair is on them. You use eith for on him. Eith. And orra for on her. Orra. Eith and orra. To describe his hair colour, it's ha falt banith. He has fair hair. Ha falt banith. And to describe her hair colour, it's ha falt ban orra. She has fair hair. Ha falt ban orra. And here are some of the colours we use for hair. Ban, fair. Ban, down, brown, down. And leah, grey, leah. And you'll find lots more examples connected to this topic on our website. Now, let's see what kind of people are being described in this conversation.
Hi Carla. Cheery Carla. Haniel Carla mo ven mad capity. Hi Savach.
Coinnichidh Carla Coltoch.
Hi Art. Agus hi Cool.
Joy and da a hid a falt.
Ha falt ba nodde.
A vil sulen gorma eike.
Ha súlan godim eike.
Codish ha meg de ven coltoch a hamish.
Chanelli Beck. Hi, Art.
A vil felt down order.
Chanel falt down or Chanel. Ha falt fatte ban or Ha sulen gorom eike.
Ha sulen donna ik me vramus. Ha felt dodga order. Ha I big agus ha I cool. Ha mahid tapi. Ach ha muvahid cool. Ha felt down order. Ha felt lea mahid. We wil a shen. Chanel ach ha felt lea id. Ha felt lea id de mahennes. A vil shen. Ha mahennes shen. Ha mahennes big agus tapi. Ha sulen donna ike.
Carisha had de henniver coltoch.
Ha I big agus tapi. Ha felt lea orre. Agus ha sulen uinje eike. Ha sulen uinje ek Felix. Ha a moord, agus bria, agus tapi. Co? Felix, een cat.
Did you recognise some of the descriptions there? Katrina asked Aundra. Corish aha Carla Colloch. What does Carla look like? Corish aha Carla Colloch. And his description of her, Hai arsht agus cool. She's tall and slim. Hai arsht agus cool. Katrina then went on to ask, Jane da a hera falt. What colour is her hair? Jane da a hera falt. And Aundra replied, Ha falt banore. She has fair hair. Ha falt banore. We were also given a good description of Alice's girlfriend. Ha sulen donna ik me vramer. My girlfriend has brown eyes. Ha sulen donna ik me vramer. She then went on, Ha falt dorige orre. She has dark hair. Ha falt dorige orre. And she went on to describe her some more. Hai beak agus cool. She's short and slim. Hai beak agus cool. Let's listen to some of that conversation again.
Coinnichidh Carla Coltoch.
Hi Art. Agus hi Cool.
Joy and da a hid a falt.
Ha falt ba nodde.
A vil sulen gorma eike.
Ha súlan godim eike.
Codish ha meg de ven coltoch a hamish.
Chanelli Beck. Hi, Art.
A vil felt down order.
Chanel falt down or Chanel. Ha falt fatte ban or Ha sulen gorom eike.
Ha sulen donna ik me vramus. Ha felt dodga order. Ha I big agus ha I cool.
Now to my favourite part of the programme, when we get to meet another inspirational Gaelic learner. And I've been joined from the Isle of Lewis by Colin Scott Mackenzie, who'll tell us how he came to take an interest in the language. But before we start talking, let's find out a bit more about him.
Hallo, is Mr. Calum Scott MacCoinnich. Eilean Leòdhais is Eilean Furach Cóileáin mo bhein Caristena. Caristena and I have been married for 54 years. Háisich me a geamsacha Gaelic nuair a bheith me dem dhiarcare ach stat me. Although my mother spoke the language, I grew up in a time where English was the language of the classroom and wasn't until later in life that I started learning it. I was procurator fiscal in Stornoway and Lochmaddy for something like 30 years. And then I went north to Shetland and Orkney as a sheriff. I retired in 2002, and after that, I worked as a part-time sheriff. Hamidisha nam hieri onaroch. Chavimi fein pag son nopasho. Bimi ga yianu son an urub. Galach mi an taisho an Coolavik an den Shaskatan. Bishin a furach gaun ik jirich shachke. We try and spend as much time in Coolavik as we can. As you can see, we have many trees, 3 to 4 acres, which I have grown over the last 40 years. A tor cruvan et a yalistje an an culje Coolavik akidja. I have a keen interest in nature, and we all have a responsibility to look after the planet for future generations. Hamir son cumulator leishachanan, agus ha dag zaken, could be me filter, gulior, agus commersoch, a hulatunje hikshi.
Fáil teoirt a Cailean go SpeakGaelic. Cimar a how?
Very well, thank you.
Lovely to see you. And can you tell us a wee bit about your learning journey?
Well, it's been a long journey. When I was little, everybody spoke Gaelic and everybody spoke English, and if you couldn't speak one or the other, you were a bit of a linguistic freak, I think. And nobody was particularly interested in spending time with you to repeat things again and again and again.
How do you find that attitudes to the language have changed over the years?
Difficult to say. There always were, particularly in Stornoway, a bubble of people who were anti-Gaelic for no reason that I could ever figure out. Don't know why. But basically, people were very proud of their heritage. Mm-hmm. I think until possibly the coming of this medium of television. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, people's entertainment was mostly in English. I think that created a change in how people saw it.
And you've said that conversational fluency is your aim. What's the biggest obstacle in achieving that?
Well, my biggest obstacle is that I'm now of an age when I'm getting slightly hard of hearing. That makes it difficult for me sometimes because I just don't hear the end of the word.
Yes, and it's so hard because when you are learning a language, you want to repeat the sounds over and over again so they really stick.
Yeah.
And finally, Cailean, do you have a favourite Gaelic word or phrase? I
do have a personal coat of arms, and my slogan for that is Buine Duachas na Holland, which is translated in T.D. MacDonald's book of Gaelic phrases as hereditary learning is better than book learning. Well,
that is true, Cailean, but we're all in a learning journey, aren't we?
Oh, yes, yes. And there are pitfalls all along the way. So far as I know, I don't say anything rude when I shouldn't, but who knows?
I'm sure you don't. Well, Kiat Mila Tanga Cailean, thank you so much for coming to talk to us, and I wish you well on your continued Gaelic learning journey. Let's leave the studio now and head out and about in the company of our own intrepid explorer, Calum MacIlleathain, Calum Maclean, as he continues with his alternative take on some of Scotland's hidden gems. Normally, Calum's the picture of health, but I don't think that he's feeling too great at the moment.
In Cailean Dubh, the Black Isle, in Cailean Dubh. That's where I am today, and I have to admit I'm feeling a bit under the weather. I've tried all the cures. Medicine, cúchpa tea, a nice cup of tea. I even tried snav, swimming, snav. You know, that cold water swimming that seems to be all the rage these days. But then I was told of an old way to cure an illness. Now, all I'm going to need is a clout, a cloth or a cloot, a clout, and a special tobar, a well, a tobar located in these woods. I'm at a tobar Clootie, a Clootie well, tobar Clootie. Oh, that breakfast burrito, man. Oh. The tobar Clootie is a remnant of an ancient tradition, a place of pilgrimage. People would travel here with their own clout, or one belonging to a sick person, dip it in the tobar, then hang it from a gaig, a branch, gaig. This tradition dates far back into pre-Christian times. Although looking at some of the rags strung up here, it's a practice that's still going strong. Marie Morrison is one of the forestry rangers here and can tell me a bit more about it. So Marie, the Clootie well, how does it work?
Well, first of all, you need a clout.
Good, I've got one here.
Okay, great.
What happens then?
So then you take your clout and you dip it into the well itself, and you think about any illness or ailment that you might have or need help with, and then you tie it to a tree that's round about the well.
And what does that do then?
The thinking is that the healing waters from the well are going to help deal with any ailments or illnesses that you might have. So if you've got something particular that you want healed, you can think about that at the time as you're tying it onto the tree, and then you just leave it there and it works its magic.
I've got to be honest, I'm feeling a wee bit rough today, but I've got my clout. What shall I do now?
Take it to the well and dip it in the waters and leave it here to help deal with your illness.
Right, well, time to give this a go. Now, people have variations on this ritual, so to give myself the best chance at health, I've decided to do them all. First up, you circle the tobar 3 times sunwise. That's jesal, or clockwise. Jesal. Now, some people also say a prayer whilst doing this. And then sprinkle some water on the ground, and finally dip my clout into the tobar and rub it on the affected part of my body. And hang your clout on a gaig. Wow, I feel like a new man. Wow, the power of the tobar Clootie may well be real. But remember, it's not until your clout disintegrates on the gaig that your illness is healed. And because of that, it's vital we only use natural fibres. Because if you hang some plastic-based rag here, well, you may be stuck with your chineas, that's your illness, your chineas, forever. And since I'm feeling better, I'm going to take this clout with me. You know what they say? You should take only photos and leave only footprints in the countryside. This is a lovely clout.
Calum. Thank you, Calum. We're all pleased that you're feeling better, and even more so that you only leave footprints behind. With such a spring in your step, who knows what you'll be up to the next time we meet. Now, thanks to Calum's linguistic prowess, we know that a tobar is a well, clout is a cloth, and jesal is clockwise. Jesal. And if you want to see more of Calum's take on Gaelic, you can find lots more videos on our website. And also make sure you follow us on all of the usual social media platforms. Now, Avilshiv Jesal, are you ready to speak some more Gaelic? We all like to talk about things we're good at, especially when it comes to languages and hobbies. And a phrase which allows us to do that is ma'id, good at. Ma'id. To say you're good at something, you say hami ma'id, followed by whatever it is. Hami ma'id. So, if you're good at cooking, it's hami ma'id cócairach. I'm good at cooking. Hami ma'id cócairach. To say someone else is good at something, in the case of a male, hae ma'id. He's good at. Hae ma'id. And to use the same example, Hai McIlleathain. He's good at cooking. Hai McIlleathain. And a female? Hai McIlleathain. She's good at cooking. Hai McIlleathain. Hai and hai. We also like to talk about the languages we speak. If you want to know if someone has Gaelic, you could ask, a bhfuil Gaelic agat? Do you have Gaelic? Do you speak Gaelic? A bhfuil Gaelic agat? To ask if he has Gaelic, it's a bhfuil Gaelic icke. A bhfuil Gaelic icke. And to ask if she has Gaelic, a bhfuil Gaelic éiche. Does she speak Gaelic? A bhfuil Gaelic éiche. You'll be familiar with the response to all of these questions using ha, yes, or chanil, no. Ha or chanil. We can use the same structure to ask about other languages. And here's the Gaelic for some of those languages. Frangish is French. Frangish. German is Geramalchisch. Geramalchisch. And English is Björla. Björla. And you'll find more examples on our website. Let's listen to this next conversation and see if we can recognise any of the languages mentioned.
Hi Elsie, come here,
I'm a gyma, thank. Hi, Brian, you.
Ha, efo Sioni gyma.
Hi, gyma. Hi, Ansabu. Hi, Canach Biach.
a bhfuil Seánna mar cócaach.
Hi, Fear Vahet Cócaach.
Efo Shisha mar cócaach.
Ha mi Cast Galores Cócaach. A cha Seánna na Shar.
As bhí léirigh leor Gaelic. An talamh a bhí léirigh an sa Gaelic.
Stal, ha na Falkland cho Bria. Bhil mór an Gaelic agah.
Ha mór an ag Michael, ha is in mar Gaelic.
I mean a siarad Frangish. Efo Frangish agah.
Began Frangish agam, a chanya mi mahed Frangish.
Ha geramotja jackum, a bhfuil geramotja jackah.
Chanya Falkov geramotja agam, a cha Gaelic galeor agam.
Se Gaelic a siarlim.
Ha Gaelic agam, ha Biol agam, agus a began Frangish agam.
A Frangish agam sa, a Björla agam, agus, well, a bican Gaelic agam.
Ha geramotja jackum, ha bearla acum, agus ha bic an Gaelic acum sa gujach.
Ha Gaelic galeor agam, a suma ha Gaelic.
Did you recognise some of the phrases we heard there? Emma asked Elsie, a bhfuil Seánna ma iad cócaach? Is Seánna good at cooking? A bhfuil Seánna ma iad cócaach? And Elsie replied, Hai fear va. He's really good. Hai fear va. We also heard Michael, Elsie and Emma talking about the languages they speak. Elsie asked them, a bhfuil mór an Gaelic acah? Do you have much Gaelic? A bhfuil mór an Gaelic acah? Michael told her, ha Frangish acamsa. I have French. Ha Frangish acamsa. Ha Björla acam. I have English. Ha Björla acam. And finally, he said, ha bican Gaelic acam. I have a little Gaelic. Ha bican Gaelic acam. Let's listen to some of that conversation again. And remember, you can watch all of our conversations on our website, supported by bilingual transcriptions.
A bhfuil Seánna mar cócaach.
Hi, Fear Vahet Cócaach.
Efo Shisha mar cócaach.
Ha mi Cast Galores Cócaach, a cha Seánna na Shar.
As a believe your Gaelic. And tell if you leave against the Gaelic.
Still, han y ffaclan cho bria. Fel môr yn Gaelic agaf.
Ha mór an ag Mícheál, ha is in mar Gaelic.
A Frankish acum, sir. A bearla acum. Agus, well, a bicken Gaelic acum.
A small number of adjectives in Gaelic change when used to compare things. Ma, good, goes to na seann, better. And donna, bad, goes to nas missa, worse. Most just add an sound at the end and slenderize their last syllable if it was broad. So, savach, quiet, becomes na saviche. Arsth, high, becomes na sarsche. But watch out for adjectives that start with F. After nus, the F disappears. Fuer, cold, becomes nasuade. And fatta, long, becomes nasache. And more language support is available on our website. Now, let's remind ourselves of some of what we've covered in this episode. Cúiris a hae cobhach. What does he look like? Cúiris a hae cobhach. Or if you're asking about a female, Cúiris a hae cobhach. What does she look like? Cúiris a hae cobhach. You respond to that question with hae or hae. He is or she is, followed by the description. Hae and hae. To describe the colour of someone's hair. Ha falt banid. He has fair hair. Ha falt banid. Or ha falt banore. She has fair hair. Ha falt banore. To describe the colour of someone's eyes, it's ha súlan donna eiche. She has brown eyes. Ha súlan donna eiche. Or ha súlan donna eiche. He has brown eyes. Ha súlan donna eiche. And probably the most important phrase of all, a bhfuil mór an Gaelic acu. Do you have much Gaelic? A bhfuil mór an Gaelic acu. And if you want to be able to confidently say, ha Gaelic acum, I do have Gaelic, make sure you access all of our materials online. Download our podcasts from BBC Sounds and keep in touch with us on all of the usual social media platforms. There's plenty there to keep you busy until the next time we meet. Until next time, mar sin live.